Alright. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Trying to still get VC Face to work here, which is not cooperating today, it seems. Alright. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Trying to still get VC Face to... Alright, we're doing good here. First of all, though, I'm definitely lowering my mic volume. And still nothing. Any moment now. Okay, let me try and open it one more time. Okay, any moment now. Yep. Okay, crash basically freezes on startup. Okay, one moment while I... Oh boy. Okay, one moment. Let me guess. I'm guessing the software must have been updated or something. Yeah, that should explain it. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly delete the program real quick. And re-download it. Hello everybody. Yeah, I'm waiting for the VC Face Silicon version to finish downloading. Now I'll just extract the file and... Okay. Alright, let's try this now. It might just need a moment to boot up. This has been happening to me a lot lately since I've been playing a lot of Plant Zoo. I'm not sure what's going on, but apparently something's causing everything else to lag out a lot when I play Plant Zoo, even though I know for a fact that Firefox takes up way more RAM than any of my games. So that's weird. So you know what? I'm just going to leave that to its own devices, and for now, you're just going to have to deal with this for now. I gotta lower my mic volume even more. There we go. But yeah, hello everybody, and as you can all see here, oh, I almost forgot. One moment. Let me just paste the chat box there. Yeah, a lot of canvas pieces in my computer programs just seem to stop working whenever I boot up Planet Zoo. So, yeah. But anyways, here we are in Planet Zoo, and this time we have... Is encoding getting overloaded or something? Or no, it doesn't seem like that. Yeah, I'm just not going to touch the VC face right now. But as you can all see here, we got Planet Zoo, and I'm not sure how well it's going for all y'all, although the stream preview on my end seems to lag out a bit. However, it does seem like, unlike Prehistoric Kingdom, Planet Zoo actually seems to run fine when I'm streaming, especially now I have this new hard drive that's more optimized. But yeah, you can see this is just a New World Zoo entrance I moved. And that's because this is meant to be more of a concept place that looks well done. And I actually took a real location from Google Maps and sort of used that method to create a .tiff file and put it into Planet Zoo. It wasn't perfect, there's some serious gaps I had to fix, but I think, excuse me, overall turned out well done regardless. Though I did make the river and the creek both overflow. Why? Because I inserted this right here, a gigantic beaver dam made up of modules that were actually part of one of the challenge zoos. So I just created that out of it. And that's because this is part of the basis for the Pleistocene Preserve, where a massive beaver dam forms the basis for a massive amount of abandoned farmland and the like that will be the formation of these of a wildlife park of sorts that's only partially open to the public. And these were just mainly placeholders. I'm probably just going to use prefab buildings this time for this place. And that's because this is meant to be more of a conservation focused area anyways. Wait a minute, what's this? Is that a Jeep? Hold on, I'm gonna place that right there and... Oh, vehicle. Okay, I just wanted to see that real quick. Yeah, but I feel like I'm actually just gonna get rid of these buildings and replace them with just, like, modules including expansion packs and such. Again, this is just... It's in very early work in progress for you, pal. Yeah, no shit, but... Yeah. I mean, I even get slowed down in Planet Zoo when I'm streaming, but it's nowhere near as bad as Prehistoric Kingdom. This I can at least manage, and hell, even if I think if I just were to lower the graphics settings a little bit. Adapter, yes, this is the correct one. Borderless. Yep, it's on the right. Okay. Materials low, text resolution is high, let's make that medium. Okay. Lowest. That'll work. And even then, the game still looks wonderful, even when the stuff is downgraded. But yeah, so... I'm actually going to probably just make a custom building out of this, but base it off of, like, the conservation theme or whatever. Especially since I believe... yeah, they're part of the same group. I know, like, technically I don't need... I'm playing this in, like... Oh, hold on a second, I'll be right back. BRB. Alright. Okay, I'm back, everybody. Oh, yeah, the program is working now. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Oh, wait a minute, actually. 3, 2, 1. I'm back! Sorry, a food just got delivered and such as well. But yeah, we're now... things should be going a little better now. You should all be seeing my VTuber self now, and yeah. But going back, I have a little rant to make about the whole open access thing. As excited as I am for Paralives, like, I know a lot of VTubers, at least Hall EN is, like, streaming Inzoi and such, and that looks cool and all, but the graphics are really hyper-realistic and such, and, like, after the debacles I've had with Prehistoric Kingdom, after the debacles from Prehistoric Kingdom, I was just like, yeah, I'm not dealing with any, I really feel reluctant to try anything open access. Even Paralives, like, I am excited for that, but I want to hear a lot of good word about first. Even if I have it wish-listed on Steam right now, that's going to be free to play, like, I just want to make sure that, you know, I just want to make sure that it actually is somewhat finished, and at least is actually optimized well for laptops. And that's why I haven't touched Inzoi yet, because, like, those hyper-realistic graphics, they do not look laptop suitable. And I like using a gaming laptop. It's adaptable, so to speak. But yeah, enough moving the camera around. Let's replace some of these buildings here. On second thought, actually, I could probably just release these two buildings really fast and then take this out, and then just go to align the grid. Or maybe not that, but instead, awkward. Yep, this is very, very awkward. Unless, if I were to just get rid of that. And now try this. Shit. Okay then. Nope. Come on. Yeah, I'm just, you know, fuck it, I'm just gonna get rid of all those buildings at once and then try this again. That's better. If you look closely, like, I made these paths massive because they're supposed to be, like, roads coming in off the highway and such. This is meant to be, like, a guest parking lot. This is more of an employee's parking lot, which is why I'm trying to put the first staff center and stuff here. So yeah, I'm going to try and find the conservation theme. Content pack. Conservation pack. Well, at least some of these. Again, it's supposed to look like it's sort of this place is going to look like it's much more on the budget than the Paw Paw Town Wildlife Preserve. This place is supposed to function as both a wildlife preserve and an elephant sanctuary, with the elephant sanctuary part not being open to the public, obviously. Let's see here. Workshop, veterinary surgery. Okay, let's see here. I'll put a vet surgery there. A trade center here. What will be the first animal I'll put in? Well, I gotta put a massive layout. I gotta create a massive layout for the place first, so it probably won't be near the end of the stream. We're actually putting our first exhibit. So, yeah. Okay, let's zoom out. North American pack. Let's see what the Europe pack has to offer, too. Actually, some of these, I'll also add in the European pack, too. Okay, we don't need a research center that damn big. Okay, yeah, I think it'll mesh well with the conservation center. A small keeper hut or a big keeper hut? Or... yeah, let's get rid of that one. This one looks a little bit more natural, oddly enough, in some ways. I don't know. The other one looks like it came right out of, like, Lord of the Rings or something. I don't know. Fantasy geeks are going to kill me for saying that. A large quarantine. That'll go way over here. For realism's sake. Actually, yeah, the guests will come out this way, so yeah, I won't have to worry about that. Again, I'm only playing the essentials right now. If I were to complete the entirety of this part alone, we'd be here for like 2 streams. Alright, let's see what else we... okay, yeah. Staff room. European staff room, large. Or this one. That one looks kind of cute with the, let's go with this. Let's go with the conservation staff room. I've seen similar stuff occur at my day job with, like, these sort of architectural looks, so I think it'll work well here. Keeper hut. Let's put a small keeper hut here for now. A little garden and everything. It looks really cute. I like the use of the garage doors too. Yeah. Okay, so we got one staff room, one large staff room, keeper hut, veterinary surgery, conservation, quarantine, trade center, European. That one looks too weird. Yeah, we're definitely sticking with this one. And I think we'll put it right by the quarantine. Actually, that makes a little sense. I'll go right next to the vet surgery if I just rotate this right. That's better. Okay, research center. I mean, I already have all the research set to complete, but for completeness' sake, I guess it wouldn't hurt to also place that. Let's try putting it right here. Again, I'm not going to be using this in any upcoming plush series of mine, so that's why I'm just using these prefab buildings and such. That and creating my own buildings would take way too long. Finally, the workshop can go right here. Yeah, this is supposed to be like sort of a parking lot. Which, in that case, actually, all these buildings should probably move a little further back. You move back a little bit. You move back a little bit. You especially need to move back a little bit. Kind of wrote myself to a corner there. Yeah, we'll keep those in place. So we have parking spaces along here, along here, along here, along here. That makes sense, I think. Yeah, that looks good. Now, what other guest facilities will we need? Research center, staff room, where we got that. Vet surgery, quarantine, keeper hut. All 7 of them are in place. Alright then. This is meant to be like a visitor center area where we see like some exhibit animals too. Like, American bullfrogs I already have planned here because this is meant to be a place filled with American species as well as proxies for Pleistocene species that once roamed the mid-Atlantic region. You know, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, Delaware, DC, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. So, yeah, like the American bullfrog, definitely. The others, there's also not the death adder, not the desert horned viper. Diamondback terrapins would definitely be one of them. I also gotten a few, modded exhibit species for this planned. Golden poison, Goliath frog, no green iguana, Herman's the Hellbender will definitely come into use once again because that's definitely one of them. And the red salamander, that too. Yeah, I don't have any plans for invertebrates, just like amphibians and reptiles there. So yeah, we're gonna be starting off with this place. And we'll start by creating, this will be, yeah, the visitor center is going to be indoors, all indoors, with a little bit of like a dining hall area and so on. So, yeah, for now. So let's see here. A 4 meter by 4 meters. Okay. I think to keep things going, what I'm going to do instead, because I know people, I'm going to do is just put in the essential parts of the area, and then leave that unfinished and move on to the exhibit by the end of the stream, sort of. So, firstly, I'm just going to put a small wall around. Like, the place is going to be left unfinished by the time this stream is done, but just to keep the pacing going, that's what I'm trying to do. I also briefly contemplated using this. I'll link the videos down below in the chat. Hold on. The height maps tutorials. Or at least one of them. So, here's one of them. And the other one there. Alright. Back to business. 4 meters, okay. That's Australian wood. I think we need to start the inner parts and then work outwards, so to speak. So let's just get rid of these. And now, guest facilities. ATMs are obvious. Actually, hold on. Chief beef. You know, for a conservation place, they don't really seem to have a lot of vegan options, so to speak. All joking aside. Oh. These are, of course, their entrances. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Because, again, like, or, should we use this entrance? It actually looks... Hold on a second, I need to zoom in. Use something... I plan on using something for more of a, or should I stick with the New World version? Maybe the aquatic one? No, You know what? Let's go with this one. But first we need to place this here, because you can only have... You have to have at least one guest spawner, obviously. But, no. No. Okay. Now let's move this back over to here. Wait a minute. Hopefully this is positioned... I hope this is positioned the right way. That looks awkward. Eh, we'll fix it later. But anywho, for now, we gotta get the basic insides of this place first. So, for the visitor center and the cafe area... European restaurant. Actually, the European restaurant... Or conservation restaurant. It actually looks really nice. Okay. I'm pretty sure people would rather want to look out into the horizon of the preserves, so this would be a better position for it. I'll probably make some alterations to the conservation thing later, but for now. Nope, that's not it. Okay, it's a rustic path, so... What the fuck? Actually, that might not be too big of an issue. What the fuck kind of glitch is this? Look at that, look at that. This may as well be the thumbnail. Maybe I just need to... That's better. Yeah, I think we'll just, for sake of time, I think we'll just go with the conservation restaurant. I'll just make some changes to it further down the line. Oceania restaurant. No thanks. I prefer not doing accidental Orientalism. Yes, so now, let's get a bit of the rustic path here. That's better. Now with that out of the way, we're going to need ATMs. I actually saw some Family Guy analysis videos. I've actually been watching some Family Guy analysis videos, and I am now thinking back to that one clip where Peter was saying, "Oh, our ceiling has a pool! The ceiling has a pool!" That's what I'm getting vibes of from here. Get that out of the way. I'm actually going to make a slight edit to this. Where are the columns? Here. Content, conservation. Okay, nothing for the conservation. Africa, grasslands, North America, Eurasia. Base game. Is it wetlands? Zookeeper's pack. Barnyard pack. Let's go with these wooden beams here. Alright, let's just turn this over. There we go. That looks a little better. Actually, let me just add one more to make sure it's actually stable. You know what? Screw it, just for safety standards' sake. There. Yeah. That's it. We'll make it more outdoorsy. Meanwhile, we'll also add a gift shop area. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for either. 15. Merchandise shop. Oh yeah, I'm aware about the whole thing about the Aprils, about the Planet Zoo pack for the Americas pack. I'm aware of, yeah. First of all, let's also get some ATMs in here, so... Oh, this'll work. One here. One here. Conservation toilet. What does a conservation toilet look like? All gender restrooms? Sounds good to me. Actually, considering that this is a toilet we're talking about, that might look a little too weird. So instead, I'll just put one... I mean, we could just pretend there's toilets there, but... No, that won't work. I'll just add all these instead. Actually, let me just get the... I also turned off stuff like terrain requirements and vegetation requirements and such in order to make sure this better gels as a preserve and such. Because, well, I don't remember ever hearing about... I don't ever remember hearing about, you know, the animals complaining that, oh, I don't know. What was it? Oh, yeah, I don't remember them ever complaining about, you know, them having the wrong kind of tree. Okay, maybe not. The wrong kind of grass, yeah. That's what I was trying to say. We do not need a toilet this goddamn massive! No, 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 no! Why are the toilets so goddamn huge? That doesn't seem necessary at all. I think I'll take a page out of the DC Zoo's playbook for this. There we go. Also, expect there to be like a Jeep. Wait, hold on a second. Not trolley. Jeep. Yeah, like a Jeep tour throughout like the massive amount of the hoofstock enclosure. But yeah, like most of this is going to be reserved for just the elephants. However, the elephants will still be able to interact with the hoofstock via some entrances, which the hoofstock can go through, but the elephants can't. And it's the hoofstock only portion of that massive enclosure that'll be accessible to guests. That's the plan, at least. Actually, instead of putting a bathroom there, we could put a visitor center building somewhere around here. Okay, let's see here. Let's look for something more akin to, yeah, it looks akin to, tile flooring. So we'll just go to right here. Okay, stone looks a little too heartless. Because I do want the visitor center to be where... Actually, no, that wouldn't make much sense. Yeah, let's just put regular bathrooms here. The reptiles and amphibians would deserve their own building. Let's go back and put in those original bathrooms back in. Don't know if I just call it toilet. Just call it a bathroom! This one looks simply more appropriate, so to speak. Like a Twilight toilet. Yeah, let's put in a massive fucking castle column in their castle. You even got chairs on top. Look at that. What the hell? Like, Frontier, you make some weird modular prefabs, but I love ya. Anyways, info shop, sure, why not? Now I think about it, you could potentially put a reptile habitat right next to it here. Yeah, but for now, I think we need to make a basic plan layout. I need to briefly pull up the image. Hold on. So let's see here. Should I focus on the... I think we need to focus on, like, the massive... Should we focus on the biggest one first? I think we need to focus on the biggest one first. So that would be this massive area here. So I need to split this up in between, like, elephants only and guests only, while still allowing the African hoofstock to roam. Thinking... This would be the elephants only part, so... let's see what we can try with this. I'm probably gonna... I'm not sure if I want to break like a world record for largest enclosure in Plant Zoo, but yeah, there's no elephant fence options. Excuse me. Is there? I wonder if there is. Like, I'm not going to use anything off the Steam Workshop for this. I am curious. By the way, the initial version of the Paw Paw Town Wildlife Preserve is now available on the Steam Workshop, so I'll put the link to that right there. And now, elephant fence. Let's see. For the sake of time, we're just going to go with, steel mesh? No, hold on. Elephants require, like, tier 5 fence strength, right? Huh, apparently the only compatible animal for the African savanna elephant in Plant Zoo is the, Hamadryas baboon. Weird. Wait, I wonder what the Asian elephant is compatible with. At least in terms of base gameplay. Malaysian tapir and proboscis monkey. Yeah, I'm looking at the Plant Zoo wiki, so that was why, but yeah, fence strength 4. Okay, in that case, we can go with steel mesh for now. So I'm thinking we need to make it more... Okay, so let's make the length 6 feet. First of all, we need to start way over here at the zoo boundaries, so... Alright. I think we'll need to complete, like, the major herbivore area first. And the thing is, like, in the real-life proportions of a Planet Zoo map space is only, like, 1 square kilometer. And according to a good amount of research, not even that's enough for, elephants. Which go to show just how much, or really how unsuited elephants are to captivity overall. Or at least in terms of zoo enclosures, which is why I prefer the Pleistocene rewilding method. Like, take Tuffy and his friends from the Maryland Zoo, which I visited recently, and move them over to, like, Pleistocene rewilding. That way you have a win-win scenario. Okay. Yeah, like, when creating this, there were some values that were made missing, which is why there's this massive cliff here. I did my best to, smooth it out, though they'll have to be smoothed out even more so in between, like, Planet Zoo streams. What the fuck? Let me get rid of that. Ah, much better! Chain length? Yeah, no. I know it seems like ludicrous, but again, elephants really do require this much space, in a sense, even more so than what Plant Zoo provides. So we basically have to pretend that there's even more space than just this. Right there. I was thinking of just making this like a wildlife park, or like a national park for Pleistocene wilding, and just setting like the game sandbox, animal sites, and just change like and get rid of stuff like the hunting thing, which you can actually do. If turned off, animals no longer predate or flee from predation, but I don't feel like dealing with the fire, with like I don't feel like dealing with a firestorm in the comments, so to speak. I've seen like animal death and such. I know it's virtual, but still. Okay. Alright. A little bit more. And that should do it there. Let's make this over. Actually, I don't think we need to do it like that. We could just do it like this instead. And yeah, of course, it is of course not watertight, which is what we need. We need some room left. We need some room left for the predators and such, and smaller critters. So now we're just going to do this. And it's kind of ludicrous. There's only one. They only allow for one entrance in Plant Zoo, but here we are. Oh, we got, of course, add. There we are. The absolute colossus of an enclosure. I just realized that there's still this area that I need to smooth out as well, but I mean, it will go to show. It will go to show for you. Go to show for you just how far elephants can roam. And so now to make a chunk of this accessible to the public, only a chunk of it. Okay, first of all, we need to... Alright. We need to make us a little higher, so... Ooh, almost. Damn it! Okay, let's try it again. It'd be nice if I were to get a stream raid right about now. Alright, please. Oh, YouTube, can we have a stream raid? Please, 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 please. Alright, there we go. What the fuck? Okay, hold on a second. Let's make it 11 feet tall. That's better. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's undo that. And now take this and... No! Move this piece. That's better. Of course, we need to add one more thing before it can become an exhibit. A good old gateway. Let's just put that right here. That looks good. Now we have an habitat that encompasses a whopping 5,272,500 feet. At least in terms of land area. Now, but first of all, of course, we need to get some pathways done. Let's just shift and no, is it control? No, it's but no, it's there we go. Now let's just head back down. Oh, the game just froze there for a moment. Please do not crash on me. Oh, thank God. I thought my computer was about to die for a moment there. Can't open this second... Hold on a second. Looks awkward, but it can be done. Actually, make it look more natural. Instead of this path, let's give it... Let's replace it with a boardwalk type thing. That looks better. Alright, now let's see here. Again, this is meant to be the space for everything else. Now, how should I make a good divide between these two? I'd say make about a fourth of it available. Or actually, no, we could just have it be like this. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. If I were to try that, or... The second thought... Let's try this instead. Let's go to here. Yeah, this is a relatively flat area, so let's try this. Uh-oh. No. Okay, thank God. I thought the game was about to crash on me there. Okay. Let's get rid of this now. God damn it. Let's make this bigger. There we go. Alright, let's get the steel mesh back here. Let's see here. Alright, let's go. Alright. And now... Alright, there we go. That should do the trick. Now, let's just... There we go. Now, we just need to merge these two enclosures into one by getting rid of this area here. Some of these areas here, one here. No, don't crash on me. I better save really fast. The last thing I need is for this to... is for the game's auto-save to screw up or something. Part of me almost wishes I can disable autosave. Let's put one here. These will be little, like, barrier areas, like, where animals can walk through and such. And one here. So now, we just need to create... again, is there a... let me check the settings here. Game, sandbox, animal settings... Overcrowding, enable social groups, enable animal fights, predator and fear. Yeah, we're not putting predators in this. They're in their own separate enclosures that will be open to the public. Enable food spoiling. Okay. Animal escapes, yes, we'll allow that. Okay, yeah. What's this? Will not degrade or fall down. Okay, that's fair, yeah. So now... steel, let's try that. No, let's try metal. Like, how big is an elephant compared to this? It's gonna be a major determining factor here. Okay, let's see here. Second exit there. First of all, let's advance, move, and rotate. Let's just a little bit more. There we go. Now it's just no. Move it this way, right. Go to right here. Okay, now here. Okay. Yeah, this way. This sort of barrier, like, the hoofstock can come in, but the elephants can't come out. Right? Let's see here. Actually, with that in mind... Let's make this something that guests can't see through. Oh, it's way more opaque. That looks a little too... Red brick? Now, alright, let's make it concrete. Red brick. Let's make red bricks. Yeah, red bricks. Considering the problems with concrete and all that, environmental-wise. Unless if it's hempcrete. Fuck it, let's make it hemp. Let's pretend this is hempcrete. And no, people, don't worry, you can't get high off it. Gotta zoom in here. Let's have that be it, like so. Swap those out for the concrete. These two pieces will stay like so. Actually, this will also be turned into hempcrete, because these are going over the water. That looks good. Right there. And shift upwards. Actually, in that case, these shouldn't be metal at all. Or actually, let's keep it as metal, yeah. And now let's add one more to here. Alright, that was good there. Let's see here, we've still got this massive habitat. I'll call it hoofstock and elephants. There we go. That way, hoofstock can come through, but elephants can't, because this is too... Elephants are too tall to go through this, right? Let me just do a quick test with this. Hmm. Did you know they actually created a mod out of the Mecharoo decoration here? You can actually get on, like, the Nexus site. Let me look it up real quick. I'll put in the link for those interested. I mean, the Mecharoo won't be part of this, but it's still something I think is funny. Someone actually made a mod of it. But anywho, let's see. Where is the elephant statue at? Lights, architecture, statues. That's weird. Where's the elephant at? Okay, so the rhino... I mean, it's a test here with the rhino. It's just narrow enough to go through there. Okay, that looks promising, but where is... Where is... Okay, gorilla statue. These are definitely not... These are definitely not to size, that's for sure. But I'm pretty sure the elephant one is, if I can find it. Hold on. Oh, here we are. Yeah, an elephant would probably be a bit too big. And a calf might be able to slip through, but not an elephant. Not an adult. Yeah, I think we're in good hands. Alright. So now... yeah, I think we'll just focus on making this enclosure look nicer as this stream and getting in some animals. It's already almost 10 o'clock. I plan to end the stream at around 10:15-ish. So, let's see what we got here. I also have the African Forest Elephant mod out of curiosity. But first, we need to get a lot of enrichment in and so on. So, facilities... Wait, suspended gondola. Tempting, but that might fall too much into the territory of allowing them to see the elephants, which is not something we want. We're sticking with the adventure tour here. And the adventure tour would just go through, like, the hoofstock enclosure. Because the area here is supposed to be, like, lots of, like, abandoned agricultural fields and forests. But I just haven't implemented that in yet because of time. I started working on this, actually, yesterday. And trust me, trying to get the height map close to correct was already a difficult enough pain in the ass as it was. So, yeah. But first, let's grab some staff members. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 mechanics. Make that 3. Some vets. Some educators. Security guards, of course. Vendors, caretakers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll be good for now. I'll set up the work zone later. But for now, it's the time I'll drop in. No. Please don't crash on me. Okay, that was close. Alright. Alright. Let's see here. First of all, let's get our habitat thing in place. Alright. African savanna elephant. Let's see what else do I plan putting here. American bison, American standard donkey. What else? What else? Alpaca. Okay. Okay, buffalo. No. Coyote. No. Where? Mallard. No. Wild boar, white-tailed deer, that's one of them. I know some of them don't show up in the enrichment items thing. Yes, Mr. Wong Kong, I'm aware there used to be zebras in the Americas. Now I think about it, zebras would be a decent fit, like rescue zebras and such, for like the hoofstock thing. But firstly, let's go back up to here. American quarter horse. American quarter horse. Not here. Alright. No, Indian elephant is right there. Okay. Gemsbok, no. Moose. Moose. I know me. Or should moose be... Maybe the moose should be on its own, because that's more adapted for wetland enclosures anyways. Maybe put them alongside the beavers. Sounds about right. Elk? White-lipped peccary, right? No, that's not the right one. What's the other... Oh! Chatron peccary? What was that third species of peccary called? God damn it! Oh, collared peccary. That's the one that came with... That's, Oh, they're from the standard edition? Interesting. Collared peccary would be right... here. Alright. So now... we need grazing ball feeders. We need a lot of everything here. He said he wants one of everything! Oops, I dropped it in the toilet! I'll fish it out and dry it with me gym socks! Actually, let's focus on just the elephants first. So... classic shelter. I want something more akin to a massive barn. Like a massive elephant barn of sorts. So I'm guessing we could turn this into a barn? I guess we could put the barn right here. Or maybe... No, let's put it right here. That looks off. I don't want to do too much terraform landscaping here, so let's put it right there. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, now let's just go to edit group. Group edit mode. Let's go to habitat editing large. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's get out of there now. Let's put some food trails around here. Actually, no. Enrichment items. Food enrichment. Tree scatter feeders. So, one here. Again, the elephants should be able to eat on their own, but a few of these won't hurt. Let's put one here. Ones that are in the zookeeper's reach, you know? I call it the Nasty Patty. Well, let's put the mud bath right. That sticks out like a sore thumb. Let's put it right there. And then let's also put one right. One right here. There we go. To future-proof this, let's just guest facility. Okay. Let's get Jeep here, right. Wait a minute. Let's put it right here. Put that there for now. Honk! Alright. With railings? Okay, and now I think we just need to... Alright, what the... I'm trying to play Plant Zoo, not Plant Coaster. And wait... There we go, that's what we need to do. That's better. Okay, let's just go to here. What the? No. Yeah, I'll put that, leave it like that for now. Just sort of like a, reminder for later. For now... Let's get this large tire. Some balls here. A gyro feeder. A water trowel can go, let's say, here. Even though I don't know how that would be necessary, but still. Let's get a large food trough there. Let's press play real quick. No, don't crash on me, game. I can almost hear my laptop saying, "Look, dude, I'm doing everything I can." I'm like, "Shut up! You're a gaming laptop. You can work harder." Okay, that sounds absolutely horrible and hypocritical of me, but I think you get what I'm saying. But let me just quickly change this to... Let's smooth this out a little bit. Anyway, or not. Okay, let's go back to here now and... which one is it next? Can the Goose? That comes much later, of course. Domestic horse, American quarter horse, okay, that's one of them. Domestic donkey. Where did they go? Oh yeah, white-tailed deer. The moose I'll just put in with the beavers. American bison, American standard donkey. Grant zebra, because why not? Why not? Alright, now let's try this. Let's see. Let's get some rubbing pillars here. One here. Veggie jelly cake. I like the sound that makes. One more time. Small barrel feeder. Get that here. A water pipe. No. Again, there's already water there. That's kind of redundant. An herb scent marker. Let's place those around here. Let's place all those around here. That'll work. Why would an American Standard donkey want to play with a keyboard? A mud bath would be nice, right there. Let's make it more suitable for that and such. Scarecrow feeder? Let's put in an extra shelter for... This will too. Let's try this one instead. Right there. And let's get some extra food troughs here. A grazing ball feeder. Plant screens. No, those will come into play later on. No pun intended. Beaver pool, save that for... Is the beaver pool compatible with the moose? Oh, that's odd. I thought it would be. But yeah, the beaver exhibit will of course be here. And the moose... I'll probably put the lodge like somewhere here because the water will be flowing too fast for there. Yeah, I think the beaver lodge would probably... Either one, really. Yeah, this would be a massive thing like beavers. This thing right here will be like with beavers, raccoons, skunks, mallards, wood ducks, and moose. Well, carnivores would probably fill these areas, but that's besides the point. Alright, I'll put that as a loose reference for now. Yeah, I expect a lot of the predators and such to be located around here. So it'd be like predators all throughout here, beavers and pond area here, reptile house somewhere around here, and finally, massive, elephant stuff here, and then just a tiny little jeep safari here. That sounds about right to me. Does it not? I remember seeing monsters we met back in the day. Oh, 10:13. Crap, we gotta wrap up, so... I'm just going to quickly grab... All the elephants here are going to be rescues, so... Elephant! Whatever. Or a pet. Because who the fuck would have a wise idea to get a pet elephant? Some rich dumbasses, I'll tell you, that's what. So let's see here. Let's get... I'm going to have, like... The elephants themselves are to better fit the elephant sanctuary model, I'll probably have, like, the males be sterilized or something. Or, not sterilized, given contraceptives, yeah. So, yeah, the pets and rescues. Those are the only two I'm going to adopt. So, 1, 2... African bush elephant. No. 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 Okay, 1 rescue. No, no, no. These are all custom seizures, so I'm not going with any forest elephants today. Hell, I'm pretty sure the only African forest elephant in captivity in the world today is in, like, Japan. Is a female in Japan. I can't remember her name, though. But I remember seeing that in, like, the captive elephants database. I'll provide a link to that below. So, just get that. There we go. Oh, just get that. I had to check the stream preview. Some donkeys! Donkey. Rescue, private zoo, custom seizure. One, two. Alright, let's see here. A horse! A horse! My kingdom for a horse! 1, 2, 3. Now, we just gotta figure out what's next. Horses, check. Elephants, check. Donkeys, check. Oh, bison. Yes! Yes! Custom seizure, private zoo. Custom seizure, custom seizure. Not today, apparently. Alright then, let's try... What else? Oh yeah! Peccaries. Collared peccaries. Or, should I have the collared peccaries? Or... They get along fine with American bison, so I think we'll be good. Rescue, custom seizure, rescue. 1, 2... What else? What else was I going to go with? Let's check the, habitat, Grant Zebra? AKA me Zebra! But yeah. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna also have all the animals in this except for, like, the bison and... the bison, only the bison, horses, and donkeys won't get the, contraceptives. Yeah, that sounds about right. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Okay, rather, actually just the elephants will get the contraceptives, most likely, but... What else was I going to put in? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm trying to think... Oh yeah, white-tailed deer. Private zoo, pet, rescue, pet. Okay, let's get these guys right here. I think we have elk as well. Rocky Mountain elk, there we are! Breeding program, pet, rescue, custom seizure. Let's get one of each. The pet and the rescue. Moose will be their own. Yeah, I'm going to put the moose with the beavers and such. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm trying to think. Well, let me pull up the Discord again real quick. Hold on a second. Let me go to... There's a list I made on one Discord server or whatever that... Okay. Horses, donkeys, yeah, okay. I think we got everything we need. So, unless if there's some American bison that are rescued that we can get this way. Custom seizure, private zoo, custom seizure. Yeah, no. So, animal storage. Select all. Send to zoo. We'll start in the large quarantine. So, let's get that going real quick. Let the games begin. Ah, don't crash on me, game. Don't you do it. Once they're all in their enclosure, we'll end the stream. Actually, we probably should put a path down this way, too. Let's get a staff path going this way. Let's put it right here. Might want to save your progress. That's... Yeah, I know. The game auto saves pretty well, but... it doesn't hurt. That's why I have, like, 2 saves of the Pawpaw Town Wildlife Preserve. Oh. Oh, nope, that's not what I want. Wait a minute, is that... We already got a guest here? Oh, that's an educator, never mind. That's right, people. Go around, see what you got to offer. Now let's go to... Now let's get the rest of the staff paths here. There we go. Get a look around, guys. Gee, I wonder where they got this walk cycle from. They didn't have a Mustang horse, so American Quarter Horse was the closest thing I could get. Anyways. Let's see here. All... except these 2. Right. God damn it. By keepers. We'll get rid of that then. Oh, no! Don't crash on me, game! Actually, yeah, that can be handled at a later time. Been closed for a long time. Yeah, I know, because it's not ready yet. Duh. Let's get rid of these two. Ignore these two. And the rest can be moved into here. Let's see how that goes. So pretty hot for an April day. Let's see who's the first to make it. And it's going to be... Oh, American Standard Donkey. No, wait. It's actually going to be... American Quarter Horse. Yeah, the zebra. We're going to put on contraceptives. Definitely put the Asian elephant on contracept, Indian elephant on contracept. I know they have names, but I gotta keep up a little bit here, okay? Alright, you guys, let's start moving. Actually, I could just do this instead. So, animals. Alright, Omar could be put on contraceptives. The other zebras can too. Oh, looks about right. Yeah, there we go. Or maybe... Wait a minute. Okay, let's try this for now. Are you guys going to start moving? Maybe it's a glitch. Maybe I just need to move these guys around. Why can't I move anybody here? Guys, move! Ah, Jesus Christ. Move! Why won't any of these guys move? Let's try. Why can't any of these guys move? Maybe I think I encountered a glitch where everybody moves, and everybody all at once can... Okay. Let's move it over here. What the fuck? Talk about ultimate slowdown. Alright, you know what? Let's reload. Pleistocene observe again. Let's load. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, let's try to get the animals moving, and then I'll end out the stream. There we go. Let's try this again, just move one at a time. But first, let's get to the... Okay, let's see here. Okay, now let's go to here. Alright, now let's try just one animal at a time. Then we might have a better shot at this. Let's start with Danielle, the white-tailed deer. Let's keep it nice and simple. Because it's possible that it might have just encountered a glitch. Alright. Alright, Daniela. Ready to explore? Are you going to start moving around, or... Come on. Let's get something that you'll probably like. Zoo's been closed for a long time. Yeah, no shit. I'm trying to get this to work real quick. Hold on. Let's try this. Come on, move, buddy. Are you going to move around? Alright, come on, move. Move! Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, did the game just freeze? Jesus Christ, why isn't this working at all? Are you going to move? Hey, buddy! Is this a glitch or something? Is it because the enclosure is too big? You know what? No, hold on. I'm gonna figure this out really fast. I swear to God, if it's because the enclosure is too big. Oh dear God. Why? Alright. Now I'm just gonna get rid of this and... Well, whatever it was, it seems to have worked. Hopefully that'll work as well with... God, this is going to break the game, isn't it? I really am pushing Planet Zoo to its limits today, aren't I? Oh, just shitting. Okay, then. Alright, let's give this another try. Let's see, everybody here. Okay, let's check in everybody, except for, how do you pronounce that name again? I can't, Nitesh. Everyone except Nitesh seems to be in good hands, so let's all put him in here. But first, just to be safe. Oh God. Don't crash on me, game. I swear, the reason I moved on from Zoo Tycoon 2 to Planet Zoo was to avoid stuff like this. No, no! Don't you do this! Don't you do this! Come on! I know you can pull through, game! Come on! There we go. Now. There we go. Just all them roam around real quick. Come on. Also, that reminds me. Gotta give the elephants contraceptives. Oh. I thought Omar was about to fall over and die. That would have been bad. Just wait for all of them to get acquainted with one another real fast. Hey! No fighting! Go over here. Alright, let's just get all the animals for the hoofstock enclosure into here. Again, you got tons of room to roam, guys. Alright, okay. Goyen and Alicia are next. God, it's almost 11. I gotta be fast here. Alright, go to the animals and... okay. Quarantine complete. Alright, you, sir, are next. Did you know that elephants can actually climb pretty well? Not trees, but could definitely climb up hills pretty well. Oh, look at the peccary and elephant swimming together. That's cute. Don't worry, Shreya. You'll eventually be part of a large enclosure. Alright, let's go to the quarantine real quick, and they all seem to be okay. So that'll be it for this episode. That'll be it for this Planet Zoo live stream, everybody. As for April's live streams, because of the new job the second job I'm going to be getting for the spring season, my stream schedule might become a bit more up and all over the place, but I will be making sure to do my best to stream each weekend, though the streams might be on the mix of either Saturdays or Sundays in April and May. I'll confirm that with y'all tomorrow on Discord and my YouTube community posts and such. But for now, that'll be it. And the Pleistocene Preserve is so far having an interesting start. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody.